Hello, welcome to another video from Avenue X looking at Chinese dramaland in the past week. Finally, we're back to the normal setup. I have been filming myself on my quite outdated phone for 4 months. It really does need some upgrade. First, for dramas that are scheduled to go live, we have 2 dramas, both scheduled on March the 11th. The first one will go live on Youku, 23 episodes, contemporary romantic idol drama, 国王在冬眠, Ski into Love, led by Lin Yi and Yu Shuxing. And the thing with this drama was, initially it was filed as a 36 episode drama and it was shot like that. And in post-production, they cut more than a third off. Does not sound like a good idea. Pandemic of panicking that all the platforms have right now, that they worry about dramas being too long and people won't watch them, which is stupid. It is not about length, it is about quality. If it's a good story, it can be 60 episodes, people are still gonna watch it. If it's crap, 5 minutes is too much. The next drama is an iQIYI drama that has just announced, kind of. It's not yet 100% confirmed as I'm shooting this video, but it may very well happen. And that is the 17 episode crime investigating drama, 乌云之上. English title now is Breaking the Shadows. It's led by Sun Li and Luo Jin. And the obvious attractive thing about this project would be Sun Li hasn't been in a drama for a while. And she literally didn't play any characters like this for decades. She started her career playing a policewoman. That really established her in the industry, and that was a long time ago, in her early 20s. Now she's in her 40s and she hasn't played any role like that for that long. Then she's paired up with Luo Jin, who is also a pretty solid actor. Plus, they've worked together previously in the Property Agent drama not so long ago. I will definitely check it out when it airs, and I really, really do hope this drama can work out well for the 2 actors. As for iQIYI platform, whatever happens to it, I don't care. If you wonder why I have this attitude, check out my yesterday live stream when I talk about drifting away and my problems with this platform in general. So whatever happens to it, I don't care, but I do want a good drama. And then this week, surprisingly, we have a lot of news regarding film. So let's talk about them. First, we have a movie that has been scheduled to go into cinema in China on April the 4th. Chinese title, 向阳花. English title, We Girls. And this is a film done by Feng Xiaogang. And this is an all-girl main cast. It is led by Zhao Liyin, Lan Xiya, Chuo Ni, Wang Ju, Cheng Xiao, about women who have previously gone to prison. Now they're released from the prison, they've served their sentence, and they have to reintegrate into the society. And this is the story about this group of women. Right off the bat, you can imagine a lot of conflict, a lot of dramatic tension. I really do hope the script doesn't make big mistakes and step on big landmines about this type of theme. We have a summer slot July movie that is now announcing, at least right now, they want to release the film on July the 25th. And guess what it is? Chang'an de Litchi, the Litchi Road, the Litchi of Chang'an. And you may confuse that with another project with the exact same title and based on the exact same novel in television series form. There is a drama version of this IP that has already finished making. They're just waiting for release and censorship and all that. And that was led by Lei Jiayin, and it was made by the team that made 长安十时辰. Whereas this is the film version. And it's made by the director/actor Da Peng. He's done quite a few films in the last couple of years that did okay. He's not only the director, but he's also the main actor. And it will be interesting actually to see both versions, the television version and then the film version, compare them, since they are literally just about the same thing. Then we have a movie that has just announced that it's on the go. It hasn't said when it's gonna shoot. It hasn't said who are the main cast. Probably they're still working on it, but it's for sure to happen. It's impressive. So this is gonna be a movie based on Liu Cixin's short story, a sci-fi novel he's written called 戴上她的眼睛, literally means bringing her eyes with you. I don't know how many people have read most of Liu Cixin's work. This is one of my favorite story. It is a very simple story. It is really technically a story just about 2 people. Initial stage of the characters' encounter, they actually don't know who the other person is until they find out, and the whole big revelation at the end is shocking, and I'm not gonna spoil it for you. It's one of those really great, short, medium-sized sci-fi story that just like at the moment of revelation is gonna give you a heavy sucker punch. And the things that are exciting about this project is, first, Liu Cixin himself is going to take part in the actual adaptation. So the original novel writer is going to be the scriptwriter too. But then, to adapt it to screen, they found somebody. I don't believe this is happening, really. Who is so famous in the world of movie making. The Italian director-writer, don't screw up his name, Giuseppe Tornatore. Sorry about my Italian pronunciation. I really tried hard. But basically, it's the guy who created the legend of 1900s. He is the guy who did Cinema Paradise and so many famous movies. He is gonna be the scriptwriter, the adaptation scriptwriter of this movie. Then the executive producer is gonna be Chen Sicheng, who did all the Detective Chinatown movie. When this got announced this week, everybody expressed surprise and shock. It's like, really? This is happening? First, this is a great story. It will make a beautiful cinema piece, but also like just the makeup of the team is so unexpected, to say the least. And in terms of Chen Sicheng's involvement in it, it's always tricky. On one hand, I feel he lacks taste. On the other hand, he's a very diligent project manager, really has the right attitude of serving the customers a lot better than most of the other unbearable, mid-age, old, male Chinese directors who are always trying to educate the audiences. Whatever news I get from this project, I'll let people know. And I can't wait to see who they're gonna pick for the main roles, because the actress of this film has to be perfectly casted. If it's not the right girl, ruin the whole thing. If it's the right girl, the fact that you pick the right person will make it work. That's how interesting this project is. And then since we are already talking about Liu Cixin, let's bring another item up, which is also a project that has just filed. They haven't announced casting choices when they're gonna start shooting. Not likely to happen yet, maybe later this year, but does not matter because it is the most anticipated sci-fi television series in China right now. Second book, upper part of Three Body. So Three Body in 2023 released the drama that's basically the first book. Then the second book now is being broken down into two parts, Dark Forest. Along that, there is a spin-off that's on the policeman Dashi. It's very likely that that spin-off drama will be shot at the same time as the upper part or the first part of Dark Forest. It's gonna be 26 episodes for the first part of Dark Forest, which I think it makes sense because it's a big book and it's the most probably important book of the trilogy. It sets the most important concept of the whole story up. And then they haven't announced who is gonna be the most important actor probably in this whole trilogy. Luo, the guy who controlled planet Earth fate for hundreds of years in the story setting. It's still going to be Yang Lei as the director, which I don't worry about at all. And Tencent definitely is going to give all the green lights to this project. Now the question is, who is going to be the guy? And I've seen so many people discussing this on internet and who is their favorite actors. And they list current sort of mid-age 30 to 40-year-old actors who may be suitable for Luo, and this is a tough choice. I honestly cannot think of a guy who is 100% perfect right now who works in the industry. There might be like 80% suitable actors out there, couple of them, but say this guy is like born for this role, like no question, he's gonna make it golden. I don't think we have one yet. And you are looking at somebody who cannot be very young. They have to be late 30s around into early 40s. That makes it impossible to have suddenly somebody show up out of nowhere and land with this role, unless they were in theater and they never actually got on screen and people don't know them. But that's also not really these days when I think about China has. I can't think of anybody who has that makeup. So both are Liu Cixin novel adaptation projects, one television, one film, and because of what they are, they definitely will be on my top watch list. I'll follow them like a hound. Then we have quite a few dramas that have started shooting during this week. First, we have a contemporary drama called Chan, Cicada, or Cicada, however you pronounce that, which represents a lot of things in Chinese culture. Anyway, this is a contemporary drama, and it is led by an interesting panel of actors. Wu Zhenyu, heavyweight for sure, from Hong Kong, one of the major film actors these days. Zheng Yunlong, didn't see that coming, right? Like immediately, this is an interesting pairing. And then for the lady, Zhong Chuxi, slightly worrying now. This is a contemporary drama focusing on court cases. So Wu Zhenyu is going to be playing a judge. And then Zhong Chuxi and Zheng Yunlong, both of them will be playing lawyers. I mean, it's clear that Wu Zhenyu is the anchor of the acting part of the story. As for the other two people, Zheng Yunlong and Zhong Chuxi, based on their previous works, I'm slightly worried about them pairing up with Wu Zhenyu and whether it's actually going to work. Wu Zhenyu hasn't been making that many dramas. I mean, he was in 边水往事 last year from the Youku project, and he doesn't take on that many projects these days, whether in film and television anymore. So I'm just guessing if he wants to pick this project, there must be some reason for it. Also, during this week, there is a drama that has just started shooting because it's so low-key. It doesn't even have an English title. It's not on drama list, but it's led by two currently definitely climbing actors. It's called Sheng Feng Qi Shi, literally means born at the right time. And it is a contemporary drama led by Guan Xiaotong and Wang Ziqi. Guan Xiaotong, in my opinion, given the right roles, she can be very good. But also given the wrong roles, she can be catastrophic. It is set in the 90s, and it's a story about two families in a sort of factory setting, very common. In the last couple of years, we have so many dramas of that genre. And then it's stories between these two families for over 3 decades. As for the lead actor, Wang Ziqi, he's been doing quite well in recent years. He's done so many projects. And pretty much every drama he's in, like, I don't have a huge problem with. There are some dramas he led that I really liked. I'm still to get through Embers. I know it's actually worth watching. But I got like literally kicked off the wagon by the first episode's weird deduction part that I didn't pick it up. I'll try my best to get through it. So he's leading this one with Guan Xiaotong. Just close my eyes and think about these two people in a frame. I actually feel they come together quite nicely. And I'm pretty sure within the next week or two, we're gonna get official materials, posters, names even, of this project. Also, during this week, there is another project that definitely seems serious that has started shooting another drama called 主角. English title is Main Character, literal translation. And this is a contemporary drama on the Qingqiang, which is a type of China's folk opera singing. It originates in the Shanxi region. Guess who is the executive producer on this? Zhang Yimou. And he's from Shanxi, right? And he's famous for films related to that region. Even himself has played a terracotta soldier early on in his career. So very understandable that this is a project that he is taking control. And this is going to be a drama series. It's not the first time he did it. He did it with last year, the Hero drama, which is pretty good. So this time, let's hope it's also going to be an interesting drama about people who perform this art. It is going to be led by Zhang Jiayi, very veteran actor. Liu Haocun, not surprised, because she literally was discovered by Zhang Yimou and she was made famous by Zhang Yimou and as his movie actress. So now she's doing the drama again under him. As for the other people, still very impressive and a lot of familiar faces in previous Zhang Yimou's movies, such as Dou Xiao. It also features Qin Hailu, very good actress. It also features Zhai Zilu, which I can't wait to see. I really like him. He's been in quite a few dramas in particularly recent half year. He was in multiple dramas, period, contemporary, even the current Northward. And ever since I discovered this actor, I really, really liked him. He has a different energy than most of the actors around his age range. He's very old-fashioned. The vibe he gives, particularly his vocal quality, is a lot older than his actual age. And somehow he can pull off a very wide age gap range characters at this stage. Particularly his expressions is very contagious. Some people have it, right? And he's one of those people. And I really enjoy his screen presence, although I don't necessarily watch everything he's in. If the drama is not interesting, I still couldn't watch it. Good luck to him. And then good luck to the whole project. And if it does justice to Qingqiang, which I'm thinking they will, because Zhang Yimou is not gonna let people screw up Qingqiang. And he's such an important director in China still that I don't think anybody would be foolish enough to screw up this opportunity with him. So let's hope this drama is gonna turn out to be a high quality one. Then another drama has started shooting, and this drama is slightly unusual because it's produced by Bilibili, which is China's YouTube. They do dramas, but they don't do that many. Every year, a couple, that's all they do. So they've started shooting a drama this week. It is a short drama, 16 episodes, every episode 30 minutes. It will be very similar to Ancient Love Song, 古相思曲, in its size, and I guess the way it vibes. 照镜词. English title is Echoes of the Self, whereas the Chinese title literally means a poem written for looking into the mirror. So it has something to do with mirror and self. And it's a period drama led by Chen Yao and Quan Yilun. Chen Yao has been around for a long time, although somehow she never got too hot. Everybody knows her, but she never gets like top tier offers somehow. And Quan Yilun is the more up-and-coming actor. He showed up in Ancient Love Song and got noticed, and then he was in Blossom as the really nice guy who is not meant for a female lead, and now he's in this one as the male lead. Probably in half a year's time, or maybe even longer than that, we're gonna see the result of this drama and whether it's gonna push him further on the journey of becoming more and more noticed. To wrap up the specific drama news, we have one more item, which is it's likely that the drama Almost Lover, 恋人, which stopped shooting last year December because of Zhao Lusi's situation, it's likely they're gonna restart. At the time when she got sick and hospitalized, the news was they gave up on this project. It's a cancel. But I guess pre-production put too much money in it and the crew is still there and they still want to do it. So now she's back. It's likely that this drama is gonna start reshoot this month. This is a rumor, not confirmed. It's still gonna be her and Peng Guanyin. If you've been following what has happened since December, it's one very epic episode of entertainment business. I don't live in her house, so I don't know exactly what is going on, but this is a very odd episode of public display of, a lot of things during this whole Zhao Lusi thing confused me. I can't understand why people do things they do in this way, in this world. Like, it's beyond my understanding, literally. Like, on one hand, people logically explain this to me. I'm like, okay, maybe that's why, but then still, this whole thing is confusing. It's very, very confusing for me. And technically, it's none of my business, really. And if this project does get picked up and reshoot, when it happens, I'll talk about it on my channel. Then there are two more things that have happened during this week. One actually happened a lot earlier, but people didn't know, which is the passing of the songwriter and singer, very young person, Fang Datong. I think his English name is Khalil Fang, but Fang Datong is what he's known in Chinese speaking region. And he's a very, very good songwriter, singer. And he passed away actually back in February on the 21st, but they didn't let the news come out until this week. If you're into Asian music, you probably know him quite well. This is a very good, very talented writer. And it's just a very sad situation. After that, the other thing is on the totally opposite, confusing and disgusting side of things, which is the actor Wang from Taiwan. I think his English name is Darren, but anyway, you know the guy with big mouth. First is he evaded his military duty in Taiwan, and that got him incarcerated. Right after that, because people were investigating his case, his problem got a lot more serious because now he's charged with attempted murder. I'm like, what? He wasn't happy about a taxi that was called to pick him up somewhere. He wasn't happy with the service and the driver. So after that trip, he found some friends who have connections with gangsters. They seeked out this driver and gave him a really bad beat up to the point of almost killing the person. So now this has gotten discovered because they incarcerated him and found the records of him planning this on his phone. So now he's charged with attempted murder. I guess there's no limit of how far entertainment business people can fall. Everybody kind of always knows that back of their mind, they probably always know that this type of thing is ongoing all the time. It's just whether it gets discovered and whether it happens to be the person that you believe could be happening to or could be doing it. Because some people, they have such successfully created public image and facade that you don't ever really link them to certain very shady things. But when it gets discovered, right, it's always a shock. And in terms of entertainment business and how far things can go, I mean, if you compare it globally, then the Asian, like Chinese ramen things are a lot milder than what you can have in, for example, the United States. Right? People literally really murder and more than one murder and doing all kinds of sex trafficking and blah, 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 like unbelievable things, and they are fine for decades. I'm just saying, in comparison, what happens in Asia is like barely scratching the surface. Depends on how you position yourself and put your perspective on this whole thing, but it's still shocking when you discover that. Another lesson, break the filter on everything, right? On people, whether you can touch in your real life or you're just seeing through a screen. If you're enjoying their professional, whatever work, like singer, dancer, performer, all good, but stop it there. Don't take another step. Don't overestimate their superiority in morality or personality or intelligence or anything. Don't ever wear a rosy filter on these people. Entertainment business is filled with wackos. So that will be the end of this video. Thank you for watching Avenue X, my first weekly video of 2025 shot in my usual room and setup. Spring is slow to come over here, but I think in many other places on this half of the planet, spring is already there. Hope you're having a good time. If it's a good day and there are beautiful blossoms, go out and take some beautiful photos. Please take care. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.